everybody in YouTube. This is Jayhawk Scott again with another video. I thought I would update everybody on my water change system. I decided to go ahead and get a second 55-gallon drum, and I'm going to begin the process of disinfecting and cleaning those. These drums came from Baytech. I live in the Houston area, and so I was able just to drive up there and get them. I know you can order them online from them. The drums were $43 with tax. They're used drums. They were used to haul tomato paste, so they're food grade, and the tops open up and makes easy access to them. I'm going to be using white vinegar as my primary disinfectant, and then Clorox bleach, although I'm still a little leery about using the bleach. I've been watching New York Steelo's videos, and he used bleach to disinfect his whole system, so I'm really considering doing it because I want to make sure that these drums are really clean. But I'll probably do a little bit more research on the bleach, and I'll probably do it, but I won't be using much bleach at all. I'm also, while I disinfect the tubs with the vinegar, I'm going to use the big tubs as a way to clean all my pumps and all my other stuff. So I'm just going to be putting all that stuff in there and letting them run for a couple of days. So in addition to this, I'm going to have to build a stand to hold these things, and I'm doing that in the garage, and we'll go there now and I'll show you what I got going on there. Okay, here is the stand that I'm going to be using to store my water change containers on. What I've done is I've just built, so far, just the base of the stand and the framework of the shelf that's going to hold the top tub. I'm going to stack them one on top of the other. And as you can see, these things are identical. They're the same size. Now, one thing that's a little bit unique is that I have a problem along that wall where I plan to put this, that I have a 1-inch piece of PVC that is my drain line for my laundry sink. So I can't butt this thing straight up against the wall, at least where the legs are. So the base of both the stand and the shelf are not quite as wide as the piece of plywood is. So what will happen is I'll mount this on there, and I'll put a piece of plywood on the back and screw that on there to give a little bit of support to the plywood. That's 3/4 inch plywood. I mean, this thing's going to be over-engineered significantly, so that won't be a problem. The way this thing is going to go together is, let me grab a piece of here, a scrap. Okay, now these are scraps, but you'll get the idea. The main leg will go here, and then I'll have two. This leg actually goes along, as you can see the joint. It will go like this, and then this one will go on top of here, and then that one like that, and they'll all screw together, and then the weight of the shelf up above will be held by these two, and I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. And I'll put it over here, and I'll show you that as I go along. But that's kind of the basic design. I got the idea for the design from Joey, who's got a YouTube page, and he's got a lot of really good how-tos on his page. I'll put a link in the notes to this video, so you can visit his page if you'd like to. But I just wanted to say that I got the basic design for this from him. So, like I said, I'll shoot some more videos as I go along here, but this is just kind of the beginning stages. Okay, here's the first set of legs installed. You know the old adage, measure twice, cut once? Well, I didn't follow that adage, and as a result, I had a problem. Sorry about that mosquito. Here's my problem that I had. The base just wasn't quite wide enough. As you can see, here's the original board that went there and how much short it was. It was short about 1.5 inches. In my measurements, I didn't account for the fact that there were 2 legs and not just one. So when I went to try to put the barrel in there, I was short just a little bit, and while I probably could have done something to make it work, I figured now was the time to put the right size boards in there. And you know, the last thing in the world I want is this thing come crashing down. So I removed all the boards on the bottom, well, the front and the back. The side boards were fine, but I removed the front and the back on both the top and the bottom, and then I framed it in. And so now I'm going to put in the other legs, and I'll come back and show you when I'm done with that. Okay, I'm continuing to assemble this stand and putting the legs on there. I thought I'd do 1/2 that's done and 1/2 that's still kind of halfway. As you can see here, there's just one board, and it's just screwed in on here, right there. But on the other side, you come over here, now you can see the difference. There's a 2x4 here, and there's a 2x4 here that wasn't there. See, on the other side, it's just the one, and here you can see on the inside, that's the one that's there before, and then I put 2, one here and one there, and those are really going to be the load bearing, the weight bearing legs, because they are up underneath the framework for the shelf, and they're the same on the bottom. And another thing I did is I overlapped the seam here with this 2x4, and I did that on all the corners to help the strength of it. But by the time I get done with this, I'll have used a ton of screws, and this thing will be, I think it would survive a nuclear blast. It'll be really, really sturdy, and I have no doubt that it will hold the water that I'll put on it. So I'm going to finish putting the other side on, and I'll be back.